The Nacon Revolution X Unlimited for Xbox and PC, or the RXU, is one of those controllers where I thought I knew what I was getting, but in fact I actually got a whole lot more. What's going on, guys? Remy here with level 1, and I legit found myself in discovery mode, uncovering little touches I have only seen on this controller. Let's start with the feel. The shape hugs your hands without forcing a weird grip. The finish is that sweet spot between grippy and smooth, so it does not turn slick in longer sessions. Face buttons land right where my thumb expects. Sticks feel precise out of the box, and the triggers have a confident pull that makes feathering the throttle in racing games like Forza feel natural. Setup is straightforward. Plug it into your Xbox or PC and you're pretty much playing. If you want to get fancy, the companion software opens the floodgates. We are talking remapping all inputs, dialing stick dead zones and curves, tuning trigger sensitivity, swapping profiles, and saving them directly to the controller. Once I set a profile, I could leave the app alone and just cycle on the pad. It's definitely not all sunshine and rainbows though. As to get to the app, it's a bit of a deep dive on the website. Luckily, they also include a card to get it. My issue mainly was, once I started the app, I have to update the controller. This normally wouldn't be a problem, but I did kind of feel like I was sitting on that screen for eternity. Now the fun part. The hardware customization is wild. In the carry case, you get swappable stick caps and rings so you can change height and concavity, plus optional weights for the grips. I know, weights sound gimmicky until you tune them for your hands. I added a little weight to the right side for better micro aim in shooters. It instantly felt steadier without making the controller heavy. Back buttons are the star for me. 4 of them sit where your fingers rest, and once I mapped them the way I like, I stopped lifting my thumb off the stick for face buttons. That means better camera control in third-person games and cleaner slide cancel or jump melee sequences in shooters. You can store multiple profiles and the switch is instant. I kept a competitive shooter layout, a racer layout, and a comfort layout for single-player stuff. Speaking of games, here's how it performed. In fighters, I threw special and dash on the back to free up my thumb for more consistent links. The pad never got in my way. That is the highest compliment I can give a controller. Audio handling is clean. Plugging a headset into the jack gave me stable output and easy chat levels. If you use Xbox Party Chat or Discord on PC, you will be fine. The braided cable in the case is a nice touch for desk setups. If you prefer traveling light, the case keeps everything together, so you are not fishing for caps or rings at the bottom of a backpack. Now for the little discoveries that sold me. The profile indicator is clear, so I am never guessing which layout I am on. Stick tension and shape changes do not feel like gimmicks. They actually change how you play. The companion app lets you copy a profile, tweak one setting, and A/B test in minutes. That made dialing sensitivities painless compared to controllers that bury settings behind 5 menus. It is not perfect. The software is powerful, but it has a learning curve. Give yourself a few minutes to understand what each slider does. The back buttons feel great, but if you have larger hands, you might want to shift your grip a bit to avoid accidental presses until muscle memory kicks in. Trigger stops are helpful, but they are not the most aggressive I have used. If you want ultra short hair triggers, you will still rely on the software curve more than the hardware stop. Price sits in premium territory. You are paying for the kit, case, and deep tuning. So who is this for? Competitive players who want reliable back buttons and fine stick control. Racing fans who care about trigger tuning. Anyone who wants one controller to cover shooters, racers, fighters, and single player without swapping pads. If you like to tinker, this is basically a controller toolbox you bring to every game. Compared to the usual suspects, the Revolution X Unlimited stands out on pure customization. I did not feel locked into one layout or one stick height. The pad adapts to me. That is rare. After a week of switching genres, I did not feel like I was fighting the controller. I was just playing. So Nacon built a controller that earns the word unlimited. The out-of-the-box feel is strong, the case has real value, the software is deep without being annoying, and the hardware tweaks are not just marketing. I kept finding new ways to make it better for my hands and my games. It really does have everything you need and much more. I found things here I have only seen on this controller. If this was helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more hands-on reviews, and I will catch you in the next one.